What's up, everybody? Made it into Morton Salt. Didn't wait too long, really. I just read the reviews. Sometimes you read the reviews, everybody's like, a long wait. I don't know if that's just because they were box trailers or they were just packed or what. I have no idea, but I processed that last video and that actually worked out pretty well. A little bit of vibration, but not too bad. Think we can work with it, huh, Roxy? Huh? Yeah? I noticed my microphone was a little low, so that's just going to take some time for some adjustment for sound wise. But have to call in advance to get a Oregon permit to travel on the highways of Oregon. You got to do the mileage, the commodity, where you picked up, where you're heading. So basically I pre-did it, looked on there and took the mileage from that, added to it, and then that would be my mileage entering into Oregon. I'm not sure if dry vans or reefers got to do it. I know flatbeds got to do it. I don't know. Oregon's kind of weird. You got to have a permit to get fuel in Oregon as well. Last time I got fuel in Oregon, I was like, what the hell is the permit? So I called the safety lady and she was like, oh, it's the front license plate of your truck. Okay. Learned something new that day. But God, it is flipping hot. You can't have your truck on. And like I said, my APU, it never worked very well in the heat anyways. But yeah, it keeps saying it's overheating. So it's got one blower back there. I think it would only benefit anything in the winter time that don't have a bunk heater. But hopefully I'll get it fixed. But anyways, hopefully I'll get on the road here soon. Be hitting the beautiful terrain of Oregon. Some parts are beautiful. I got to go through, let's see, I'm in Utah, so I'll go through Idaho, and then Utah, Idaho, and then Oregon. So we'll chat at you later. Let's see if you guys can hear this turbo. Oh, there's a little pull-off I could have pulled off at. Oh, but damn. And it's like 105 out today. God almighty, it was hot. It's hot! Hot tamale, get him out of here. Hot. Let's see. We got 15 miles of the Flying J. I gotta weigh out. Then we're gonna hit the road. Grab me a little bite to eat. Alright, that's enough of that. Watch out, Roxy. Hope you guys could hear that, those twin turbos, man. They just hum. After you run your truck for a while, man, that thing just purrs like a kitten. Well, I could tell I'm heavy too. See, I have a PSI gauge, load suspension gauge for my drives right here. And normally when it's pushing 60, that's cutting it close. Oh. See, I'm glad I didn't have to tarp. My back was killing me. I mean, it was just all the way up my neck, all the way down to my lower back. Every time I was tarping, I was just like, man. So I asked them if I could get a Conestoga. They were like, yeah. So, whew. It's nice, but it does have a lot of drawbacks. According to my dispatcher, it's hard to find a load for a Conestoga, but I see tons of Conestogas everywhere. So I don't know what his deal is with finding a load. Not going to get very good fuel mileage with this. A load like this, I'll probably average about 4 miles a gallon, 4.5. See, I got to go through all those mountains. It might be lower than that. Alright, I weighed out and I'm overweight, 35,740 on my drives. So I'm going to have to go back, roll the canopy back, take some straps off, let them rearrange, come back here, re-weigh out, and hopefully it's good. I just ripped my dispatcher's ass because we have a no force dispatch policy. And he has a bad habit of fucking just... There I go again. He has a bad habit of just assigning me a load. And this little pissy ass load he's got going from, you know, Grantsville to La Grande, Oregon is like 520 some miles. It's a waste of my time. And now with all this, it's even bigger waste of my time because I'm losing money more than anything. So I just let him know that don't assign shit to me anymore until you confirm it with me. Period. I'm 79,540 pounds. My steers are 11,420. My axles in the back, I'm allowed 40,000. That's only 32,380. So figure I can take off a pallet or something and stick it on the back. But time wasted. Alright. Well, we made it back here. I went in, they took my overweight ticket and paperwork and had to explain to them what I wanted. Hopefully when I get back there, when they call me back, they said, go to your truck and wait. Y'all know what that means, right? I sat here for 3 hours. I've been here since 10:20. My appointment was at 10:30. But anyways, you know, went and weighed out and all that after waiting and got loaded and strapped and all that, but had to come back. So hopefully what they can do, because they backed me in a dock because I have a Conestoga. I just need one pallet moved to the rear they have one pallet, two pallets, two pallets and then one pallet. So at the rear there's one in the middle, and then I have one up front. So if I can just roll back my curtains and just undo those two straps, have somebody move that one that's in the middle on the rear to the left or the right, and then put the one up front right there, I should be fine. I was trying to explain that to dude in there, I was like, hey man, if they make me back up in the dock, I have to undo all 11 straps, so you can take it all out and then put it back. It doesn't make any sense. If you can grab it from the side with a forklift, I'll be done and in and out of here, man. Well, they'll give you a call. I had to write everything down. Oh. So, this day is shot. Okay. So here it is, 6:30 at night. He finally knocked on my door, probably about 15-20 minutes ago. I tried to explain to him about taking the pallets off through the side. He said he's probably not going to be able to do that because they might fall. So I had to unstrap all, I think it was 11 or 14 straps, just to move one pallet from the front to make it a double in the back. So basically sliding the back pallet to the left or the right and taking that one up front and sticking it in that hole. I didn't even roll up my straps, I just left them over there. I could see them. They're right there by the tarping station. I wasn't going to roll all that up and then have to undo my canopy and all that and then, screw all that. Well, my day is pretty much shot. I got 4 hours left on my clock. They still got to take all this off, put it back on the way I asked them to. I told them to leave that gap right there. We'll see. Before I even pull it out, I'm going to hop in the back and if they have those two pallets shoved to the front, we'll see. Tune back in for next time. Alright. This is kind of weird. Here, let's see if I can move it while I'm talking, while I'm not driving. Let's see. There we go. A lot better. Shit! Alright. So, update. It's now 7 o'clock. I just noticed I got the green light, but I have an air pressure, a suspension load. I think I told you guys that before. Pushing 60. 55 is pretty much the max. I'm at 75. So, I seen the green light. I seen the guy come out. So, I was like, okay, well, I'll meet him. So, my Roxy doesn't go crazy. And I just had to stop him. I said, you didn't put those two pallets straight up on the nose, right? And he was like, well, yeah. And I said, okay, well, ask me this. What was the point of me telling you to take the one pallet off and leave the gap and you're replacing it with two? Now I'm double the weight over. And he was like, fuck. I mean, he was pissed because he's got to redo it again. I told him, I said, look at the ticket, man. 35,000 something over on my drives. You just added an extra pallet, basically. $35,740. From 32,380. I can have over 7,000 pounds more on the rear. I told him, I said, man, that space right there has got to be empty. You can't double it up. I mean, I just don't understand the reasoning. He was like, well, I didn't know that. And I said, well, I told you to take that first pallet out and put it on the back where the one was single, make it a double. But leave that space because I'm over on the drive. So why would you replace it with an extra pallet? I don't know. We'll see again. All right. Just to let you know, the time now is 8:22. restrapped, canopies back over it. I had a hard time because when they reloaded it, I mean, that was the third time. The dude was pretty pissed off. So he didn't put his pallet straight. He kind of cockeyed them a few on this side. So I couldn't roll my canopy back all the way. I was going to take it back to him and be like, hey man, you need to fix it. But I was like, you know what? I am not going through all that shit again. So I strapped what I could, got on top of it inside, fed the strap through on each side, and was done. I'd have just made his day if I did that, right? We've all had a long day.
In a half mile, swipe left on T138.
So now I've got 2 hours left on my clock. And I'm gonna go, I gotta go back to that TA, which is, man, that thing, go back to that TA, which it's en route.
In a quarter mile, swipe left on UT138.
Because it'll be a reweigh ticket. Yeah, you don't want to pay the $11.50 again somewhere else.
Swipe left on UT138.
I think it's $2 for a reweigh. Stop. So we'll see. According to the gauge, I'm good. I think I'm at a little over 50. 55 is what I need to be for max. I mean, that's pushing it real close. It's gonna be real close.
In a quarter mile, take the entrance to the left on I-80 East. Winding road ahead. In 1,000 feet, take the entrance to the left on I-80 East.
I know there ain't gonna be no parking. You know that. I'll be surprised if there is. Which sucks because I really wanted a shower tonight. But I'll let y'all know what it says. Hopefully we're in good shape. Alright, let's move.
They're still off the shoulder here, Dad, or they're right on the shoulder? I don't know where I just see the lights flashing. I seen him, but I couldn't make it out either.
Alright, just got done reweighing out. 11,400 on the steers, 32,260 on the drives. That's a lot better than 35. 35,880 on the axles in the back, which I'm allowed 40. Total gross weight is 79,540, and that's with 3/4 of a tank. So I'll be able to fuel up all the way and still be legal. Thank God that is over. Now that I am out of hours, there was a spot here at the TA. There's actually several spots. So that is it. We'll see you all tomorrow. Later.